Of course. Yeah, right in the middle. So, this is another audio from me to you. Please ignore that humming in the beginning, even though I'm probably going to leave this in after I edit. This is kind of, excuse me, another random audio I decided to make. Kind of sort of addressing the sort of desire that some people want to start up their own channel. And this is kind of me giving advice. By no means, shape, or form is it a formula for success. Because, to be honest, I didn't even know that my channel would take off in the way it did. I think it's mostly due to luck. But I guess some of you would definitely argue that it's skill, although I do humble myself in thinking that I'm not by any means the greatest audio creator out there due to my inconsistency. But I do appreciate the fact that you who have stayed with me and stayed listening to me enjoy my voice. Throughout the years, I've definitely strived to increase the quality of my audios. I've set up stuff in my house to better accommodate, to better suit the needs of audio creation. I mean, if you could see where I'm recording right now, it would probably not look the way it sounds, or not sound the way it looks. Anyway, so to kind of paint this picture in your head, if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes. So you walk into this, it's a walk-in closet, okay? It's nothing big. I would say it's maybe about 5 feet by like 4 feet or so. Nothing big. But I have these clothes racks, or whatever you call them, that you can hang shirts and whatever you want from. Place to put your hangers. And I also have this like countertop looking thing inside of it, like a shelf. On it is a little boom arm that I have my microphone set up on. On these clothing racks, I have a bunch of like thick shirts, or the thickest shirts I could find, and also like sweaters and stuff, to act as sound treatment. Because doing a little research on YouTube, I found that people record in their closets with a bunch of their clothes because it helps soften the sound. It kind of gets rid of the echo. I'm still not done moving this stuff around because I moved from one closet to another. I tried this one out, and this is where I'm at. I also moved some of the soundproofing or sound treatment paneling that I'd purchased on Amazon like a while back, and kind of like placed those in different areas on the in the closet. So the main idea behind that is to break apart or to disrupt the bouncing of sound waves off the walls. So that's kind of like a tip from me to you about sound recording. If you're trying to record somewhere, one of the best places you could do, or one of the best places you can start with, is your closet. Like in your clothes. If I could say it, it'd be in your clothes, like spread apart some of your coats or shirts and whatever. Put a microphone in there, and you'll notice the difference between recording there and recording in a empty room. An empty room will echo. This room still kind of echoes because there's no treatment on like the ceiling or anything like that. I just figured I'd see what would happen if I recorded in here. Yeah, so that's kind of like a tip from me that I've learned is clothes help out a lot. Shut up, man. Okay, I get it. Okay. When it comes to software, I've been using Audacity forever since I started this. I use it because of its simplicity. I use it because it's free, and I use it because it's very user friendly and it's also very powerful. You can do a lot with Audacity. It's like I said, it's completely free. There's not a whole lot of learning to be had. It's kind of just plain cut and dry. It doesn't look gorgeous by any means, but it's still just it's everything you need to start. You could always go and find a different audio program, but for me, I like to keep things simple, and Audacity is where it's at. It's the bee's knees. It's cat's pajamas. Yeah. So, something I've heard or been asked about when it came to like audio production or audio content and the stuff I make is like, well, not really asked, but people have said like I want to start, but I don't know like where to begin or how I should do because I'm afraid I'm going to sound weird or people aren't going to like the way I sound. Like I don't like the way I sound, blah, blah, blah. You know, when it comes to that, it is definitely like a self-esteem thing and like a self-confidence thing. I I still am not fully like 100% satisfied with my voice, but what I've learned is to just do it. Like you don't have to pretend like somebody's listening to you. If it helps to just talk at a wall, then do it. And one main thing is that you should be doing it for you. If you want to create content, uh, okay, I gotta stop for a second. You hear that? That's one of the problems that I have as a content creator, as an audio creator, that I run into a lot. And it sucks because there are days when I'm like, oh yeah, let's record, and then then my stomach's like, oh, you thought? So anyway, ignore that. Excuse me, and there's nothing I can do about it right now besides ask if it's done. Like, you know. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, when when you have a desire to make these audios, wherever it is you start from, just a big thing is don't do it for the results. Don't don't think about doing it just because you either expect or don't expect to, excuse me, expect or don't expect to succeed. When I made these, when I made my first one, all I did was I just tried to make an audio as best as I could. I tried to make an audio with, a story. I tried to make an audio that fit the capabilities of what I could do at the time. When I recorded my very first audio on here, it was with a digital recorder and it was at work when there was like loud stuff playing. And I thought about it and I was like, how can I make this work? Then I realized like when you're on the phone with somebody, it's gonna sound not as great. So it's like I played into the strengths that I had as far as being able to make content when at work. Anyway, going back, I desired to make content not looking for success. I wasn't going in it thinking, okay, I'm sitting there going thinking like this is gonna have so many views and this and that, and if it doesn't, it's gonna suck. I'm just gonna make more. I just went into it putting forth my best effort, uh, learning from others, listening to others' audios and stuff, and thinking like, okay, how can I do that? And I just think when you have that sort of passion for making something, it goes leaps and bounds when you desire to do it purely for the sake of doing it, not for the results, um, not for clout chasing, I guess. Like, don't worry about if anybody will like it or not, because inevitably somebody will, because I worried about that in the beginning, kind of, but not really. I was like, well, I'm just gonna put this out there. People like it, cool. If they don't, cool. Like, I wasn't expecting anything out of it. And yeah, you should go in it with the not with expectations, but more of a fulfillment. Like, if you go into it and you make this audio and you feel like you put everything you had into it at the time, then that's all anyone can ask for, and you should be proud of yourself for making it. For every audio that you make, you're going to gain something. You should learn something. You should gain more confidence in yourself. You should learn how to do things better. You should open your mind to other things. Yeah, it's definitely been a learning experience for me. I get to learn how to use this program to its fullest. I get to learn how I speak as a person. I learned how to utilize sound and stuff like that. It's just been a learning experience. But at the same time, I get from it your feedback. You guys love the audios, and in return, it makes me feel good. It makes me want to do better. It makes me want to continuously improve so that I can give you guys the best of what I have. And I hate that my computer is doing this. Anyway, so with that in mind, if you want to make content, and you really want to make content, think about why you're doing it in the first place. If you're doing it because you want popularity, you want followers, you want subscribers and stuff, that's not going to get you as far as doing something doing it because you have a passion for it. Sometimes you might not even know you had a passion for it. But that's the point of trying. You should just definitely try it out. Just dip your feet in the pool and see if it's your thing. And if it's not, oh well, move on, try and find something else. But also don't get discouraged when things don't go your way. Like I said, I think for me, I got lucky. I kind of think I started on the whole ASMR trend, I guess at its peak, or I don't know if it's at its peak, but it was basically I felt like there was a lot of ASMR stuff going on at the time when I started, and I can't help but feel like I just happened to catch that as it went on, and yeah, it's definitely luck, but don't let that discourage you from not trying, because there's gonna be people that like your content. There's billions of people on the planet, millions and millions of people that have internet access, and somebody is gonna come across your stuff and they're gonna absolutely love it. They're gonna want to hear more from you. They're gonna be anxious to hear more from you. So maybe look forward to that. Look forward to the fact that whatever you put out, inevitably somebody is going to like it. Now, don't get discouraged when it doesn't reach as far. Just keep making content. But be warned, don't make content for the sake of making content. I sort of thought I fell into that trap, but I did my best to absolutely keep with my own set of beliefs, and that I wasn't going to put out content unless I wanted to, and also because I felt that it was my absolute best effort. Oh my Lord, my stomach. It's okay. I'm fine. I swear I'm fine. It's just, I'm kind of hungry, but I felt like making an audio. Yeah, so that's kind of like a little tidbit of advice, is that if you don't know where to start, just find something. Find something you like, talk about it, or if you like a script, do it. Just kind of dip your feet in it. Just try it out. Try it out. Don't get discouraged. Don't worry about how you sound. Don't worry if you don't sound as if your audio doesn't sound as good as someone else's. Everybody had to start somewhere. Like I said, I started with a digital audio recorder I bought from Walmart. like the stuff that people use for like interviews and like taking notes and stuff. And you'll learn more along the road if you decide to follow it, how to do better. It's part of the process. Um, you're also going to learn a lot of hiccups as far as audio creation and the frustrations of being an audio creator, such as recording with a angry stomach, or the environment around you. But you know what? That's part of it. It's the work that goes into it. So, with that in mind, long story shirt. Get it? Because I'm in a closet. Um, yeah. If you want to make audios, go for it. Don't let yourself discourage yourself from starting. Just find something to talk about, or find a script, make an audio about something you feel passionate about. Do it for you. Don't do it for the sake of success. Just do it because it feels good for you. If you want to make audios because you want to help people, more power to you. And people will generally enjoy it. Don't let discouraging comments, if whenever that comes along, don't let those detract you from trying even harder. Because people are people, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. But hey, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's what matters. I think that's entirely the basis of why I do these. Because one, I love doing them. Two, and I feel good when I do them. Not because, it still blows my mind that 10,000 people have subscribed to my channel. Sometimes I still don't know how it got that big, but still, like, I'm humbled by that fact. But I don't make audios because, okay, I'm going to try to make an audio so that I can get, 11,000 followers. I do it because I love doing it. It's not always that I can make audios, but at least when I do, I enjoy the process. I enjoy recording. I enjoy the editing. I enjoy like the anticipation of like watching the view count start to go up, or like the comments that everybody leaves, the absolutely wonderfully nice comments that everybody leaves behind. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to reply to everybody, but I hope that you notice that I at least like and love like everybody's comments when I see them, because that means I see them. I see your reactions, and I'm grateful that people listen. And that kind of attention, that kind of reaction and stuff, you're going to get that. Just try. So if you, like I said, if you want to start making audios, do it. Just try it out. Excuse me. Just try it. You never know how far you'll go unless you try. Yeah, if there's anything that you want to know that I could possibly help you with, just leave questions in the comments, and maybe one day I'll do like an audio where I answer those questions as far as like how to do this, if I know how. If I don't, then I will definitely be man enough to admit, like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of resources out there. But yeah, if you need help, ask. Just ask in the comments, and I'm sure also the community will help too. There's a lot of people out there. Maybe there's some people that just kind of lurk, but you know what? I feel like the community of followers that I have are genuinely good people, and they're willing to help each other out. So, yeah, I put this forth to you. If you want to make audios and you have a question about it, come back to this video, leave a question in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. either in the comment or in a future audio. Who knows? I'm not sure. Here's a weird fact, trivia about me. When I talk, I forget to breathe. When it comes to regular conversation, sometimes I'll talk and I'll forget to inhale, and I'll end up like gassing myself out. I'm like, and I think I'm kind of sort of doing that now. But regardless, that's something you learn. It's something you learn how to do when you do audios. You learn how to talk, even though it's something you do every single day. When you have a microphone in front of you, it feels different. It feels like you're being held accountable for your voice. But yeah, I really don't know why I put this together, why I decided to hit record right now. I honestly was going to make like a role play audio, like straight improv, but then I got sidetracked. Like, okay, the reason why the intro is the way it is because I started to like record an audio for an audio, like actual role play audio. But then I was like, nah, I'll do something else. Just do something different. And I'm sorry, this is one of those like really long audios that isn't a role play, but it's just me talking to you because that's something I like to do as well. I like to talk to you all directly, because you all make my channel. Without you, this channel probably wouldn't exist. Even if everybody were unsubscribe, like tonight, like if I woke up the next day and there was like 0 subscribers, I probably wouldn't delete the channel, but I'd be like, oh, well, dang. But then I'd probably continue making audio or something like that about how did I lose so many followers? This is weird. But hope you all live a wonderful life, and hopefully I've helped you. Anyway, I'm not sure where I'm going to end this off at, but I think that's the main premise of this audio for now, is that if you want to create something, do it for you. Have fun doing it. When it stops being fun, stop and think about why you're doing it in the first place. If you're not having fun, then what's the point? So if you want to create content, create content. More power to you. That's your content. That's another thing. When you make content, and like I said, make it for you. When somebody suggests something, or when somebody says, hey, you should probably do this or this or this, think about it. Take it in for what it is. Take it as criticism, constructive criticism, if that's how you choose to take it. But don't change something to appeal to the masses if you don't like it. I hope that makes sense. Like, if somebody tells you should do this or sound like this or what have you, make sure it stays true to yourself. Maybe make sure it's something you change because you want to change it, not because somebody else wants to change it for you because they like it. You have to like what you make too. So if somebody else changes it, they're changing it because they like the way that sounds. But if it's not something that you like, then that's kind of straying away from who you are. So don't do that. Don't change who you are just because somebody else says so, somebody else likes it that way. So yeah. I'm gonna go eat something. Also, if you want some kind of food, if you're hungry right now, if you're listening to this, type of form of food, or type a dish or food. Put your favorite food in the comments below. Let me know what you guys like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go eat something. Man. Oh, what is that food that I like? What is it? I'm thinking about it right now. Anyway, I had just like a literal brain fart. There was this like food that I wanted, and I wanted to tell you it. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful day, whenever this finds you. Hope you had some good sleep. Hope you're staying hydrated. Really hope you're drinking that water. You really better be drinking that water. Yeah. Drink food. Eat water. Lots of it. Don't be dehydrated. Okay, bye.
I'm still here, by the way. You better be drinking water.